I know that's a lot to take in. There was a lot I was telling you to do. So we're going to go into the replay together, and we're going to do a quick replay analysis, and then we'll have time for one more game. That was a 51-minute game! Holy shit! I did not realize that went on. So go ahead and load in the replay. Pause at 5 seconds.
Okay. So how do you practice your macro? Because mine's terrible and I can't like really multitask.
It's just muscle memory, and you just have to keep at it. It's not like something that you can like. The way I usually do, I have 2 monitors, so I always like if I'm working on something specifically, I'll put on like a notepad document, macro, or like build more factories or something, or drop more or something. So if you don't have 2 monitors, like do sticky notes or whatever you can. Just make like some visual cue to where you can physically say. So are you at 5 seconds?
Yeah.
We're gonna be on faster speed. When I say 3, 2, 1, go, play. Sometimes replays go a little bit slower for other people than the other just because of computer lag. So I'll be constantly telling you what time I'm at. So we're gonna go now. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
Now we're gonna be going into the replay analysis here. Now, I can't believe you won that game. By the way, you were dead like 30 times, and you'll see in the replay how dead you were like 5 or 6 times.
You on faster ×2 or just
faster, just regular speed.
Okay. I think Meg, you just have to defend and wait till you get a big army and like keep taking bases. That's what you need to do.
Yes. Mech is like not with Marine Tank where you can push at like 80 supply, then 100 supply, then 120 supply. Mech, you really need to push when you're maxed.
So you're basically acting like a Zerg, kind of. Yeah,
you're turtling up as hard as possible. Like a Zerg and a Protoss normally play against each other. You got to turtle up very, very hard as Mech. The best thing you can do harassment is mixing in Cloaked Banshees or doing Blue Flame Hellion drums. But for the most part, you don't want to push across the map unless you're maxed. Now this is a pretty, I can't believe that game was 15 minutes long. I was so zoned into that, I did not think that was 15 minutes long. That was awesome. Is Smurf in chat yet, or did he completely rage out? I would have been pissed about Smurf too, though. Like I thought you were dead like 10 times. I almost told you to GG out so we can get into another game, like twice.
You said what?
I was going to tell you to GG out like 3 times. Like I wanted to get into a new game. That was, I can't believe you won that. That was. I'd be pissed too, Boognish. I'd be pissed too. So right now it's just the standard beginning of the game. I'm just gonna now. This is the time where you're not playing, so most of what I said should have registered. You probably got a kind of a feel, but I was like screaming at you the entire time. That's a lot to take in a 15-minute game. So this is why we do the replay analysis. We're gonna point you the smaller things that you might not remember. A lot went on in this game. It was a long fucking game. I can't believe that was 15 minutes long.
Yeah, when you was yelling, I was just like, oh, I have to do everything one at a time. Don't try to rush everything. Yeah, no, that's more like that's why I don't mind. Like that's why I don't get pissed when I'm coaching people. I realize that I'm telling you to do 100 things at once, and it's hard to keep up. It's very hard to keep up. So right here right off the bat, your Marine micro versus this drone is very, very poor. You want to try and cut it off as much as possible. Kill this off. Kill this off, like just to kill it off. And right now you're just kind of right-clicking it. Took you too long to do this, and the reason why you want to kill that faster is, for what I say, you send the first 2 Marines across the map, and you're just going to go gunning for a drone. So normally you would have already left the base with those 2 Marines. Again, you put the factory in the wrong spot. Oh yeah. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, you got to put that in it delays too much time, and you want to be walled off of that factory in case any form of fast lean run by comes back at you or something. He cleans up all your Hellions, you don't have anything to defend, you want to be walled off somewhat. So you're sending those 2 Marines across the map, that's good. I believe you got an Overlord, which is nice. If you get 1 drone, it's a good trade. 2 drones, excellent. If you get an Overlord, that's like freaking fantastic. So you go for the command center. You always want to build the command center before the Hellions, as well as a supply depot before the Hellions. That way, when you can queue up the 3rd and 4th Hellion, you're not supply blocked. Because normally you'll be supply blocked.
You know how Startail Rainbow walls off, like with his Hellion and the command center thing, whatever?
No.
He did it. Oh, he did today. He like put a command center in the middle, and he had the barracks and the heading reactor, like where the supply depots are. Like,
I don't remember that. Oh, like in the initial wall off on Belshire Beach or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't like that style, because if you get like one base bailing bus or something, you lose your command center. You can wall off of that. I just don't feel the need for it. It's not really practical walling off of your base. This little cute thing he does, it has extra beef to the wall. So you kill that Overlord, that is huge. If you look at that income tab, it is 23 to 20. So you're keeping up on the Harvesters. You're kind of slacking on it. You've missed a couple. A Harvester should be the first thing on your mind. Until you get to about 60. I don't know. I think you over SCV'd at one point. We'll have to see.
Yeah, I did. I had a lot. Like
you have that second
two
gas.
bases. Like had like 24. Yeah.
Yeah, you had a lot of SCVs, but that's fine. That's why I told you to send some across the map. When you get up to like 3 to 4 extra orbitals, you can go down to like 30, 40 SCVs. 30, 40 SCVs would be huge. I guess coaching you got me a lot of viewers all of a sudden, which is kind of cool. You're building that factory. Normally you want to build the barracks just a little bit, that tech lab just a little bit quicker, so you can build the factory on the tech lab as it's finishing. Just gets it up just a little bit quicker, but that's just me being nitpicky. You don't actually have to do that. So your Hellions are across the map. I don't know what the hell Smurf's doing. He had a lair already with a bunch of roaches. That's a weird timing. But you poke up here, and you're going to see the roaches. And the key thing to note was that no speed.
Oh, yeah, okay.
The no speed. 7-minute marks. If he does not have Zergling speed by the 7-minute mark, he is doing a 2-base roach timing attack. That's very, very important to note. 7-minute mark. So back home, you have the bunker. This part was I was a little bit worried for you at this point. Your supply blocks, so that siege tank's not coming out. You do that wall drop. Just constantly remember supply depots, SCVs. But everyone knows that. No reason to be too bitchy about that. You want to put that bunker where that second. You see where you have that second depot building right now? That's where you want the bunker. It can defend both sides easier because he was able to get wrapped around. Now you see the Hellions coming, so you know you got to pull SCVs to repair. Because of that supply block, that siege tank still isn't out.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
So having that really slow. Plus, you didn't start your siege tech. Whenever you scout the no speed thing, you have to start siege tank production immediately, and that's siege tech. Normally, you would have the siege tech them finishing right as the roaches arrive. So you should have no problem holding this off, but it just took too long for you to get the stuff out. You started siege tech really, really late, which made this aggression really, really difficult. So he's got more units. He's super all in you at this point. Like, he's super all in. You do have the Marauder, you have the Hellions, SCVs need to be pulled, you're repairing, which is cool. A cool thing to note, which I noticed you never did, the repair button on your SCVs, if you right-click it, it sets them to auto-repair. So they'll automatically repair stuff that is damaged. So you don't actually have to right-click it. So whenever like the planetary gets full health, they'll stop repairing, and they won't re-repair when it takes more damage. If you set them to auto-repair, they'll constantly try repairing. So if you right-click that, they'll start flashing. The edges will flash, and it'll be set to auto-repair. That's a very important thing to note as a Terran player. So we're gonna go ×2 because I don't want to sit through another 50-minute game.
All right.
So go ahead and go ×2. What time are you at?
11:14.
11:14. I'm gonna slow down just for a second.
I'm 11:25 now.
All right, I'm at 11:46. You?
Yeah.
Okay. So normally I was too busy trying to get you to do other things, so I didn't tell you to get the armory a little bit quicker. Normally, you want to get the if you hold off an attack like that, start the armory.
Right.
Normally, though, once you get your third factory, you want to start the armory as well. Because he had the riches, I didn't really get to tell you how to handle Hellion harass. You never had an opportunity because of how much was going on to actually do good Hellion harass. There were several opportunities in Smurf's base that you could have like gotten an attack in that Hellion harass. The cool, like we discussed, when going mech, you always have these extra minerals around. So it's okay to throw away Hellions. If you run through 3 Spine Crawlers and a handful of Roaches, and you like lose all your Hellions, but you kill off a handful of drones, that is fine. That's completely fine, because, as you noticed, you're sitting on like 5,000 minerals at one point. You can throw away the Hellions at a certain point. And then again, you have these siege tanks way up here, which kind of suck. You want to keep your siege tanks back against, because when these meters came in, as you saw, you lost a lot of. As soon as meters show up, you want to get those out of there. Normally, you would have had the Thors by now. That was my fault, not telling you to get the army a little bit quicker. We just had a lot going on. But normally, if they do a roach timing attack, as soon as you hold it off, build the armory. If they're not doing a roach timing attack, as soon as you have your 3rd factory, build the armory. Best little timings to do. So you lost a lot of SCVs here. You go down to 21 Harvesters, which was really rough, but now you have the Thors here. And you want to keep, like I said, keep your units back by your closest command center, where your defenses are. Having the against realists, these siege tanks are way too up here, and you'll see yourself lose them a couple times. He guns for this one. Shouldn't have lost that. That double armory was way too early. We already discussed that, though. It depends on the style you play. You at a high Master League level, double armory is huge because 3/3 mech is unstoppable. And so if you can keep up macro-wise and know how to spend your gas to minerals ratio and expand properly behind it, yes, go double armory. But until you get better at just expanding and keeping your minerals low and your gas low, don't go double armory. It's just too much of an investment. You won't have a high enough siege tank out. So look at how many Hellions you have sitting here. If you ever have more than 8 Hellions just sitting around, send them across the map, try and do some hack. Even if you can't keep up with the micro, just grab 8 of them, right-click his mineral line, don't even pay attention to it. Hope you'll get kills. You'll probably get a couple. It's fine to do that. Engineering Bay. If you've already seen the Roaches, get it at the 10-minute mark. If you haven't seen the Roaches, get it at the 10-minute mark. You need them anyway for the Mutalisk. You need them to see this. Luckily, he unburrowed on your roach, on your Hellion, so you got to see that they were here. So you got the little nice scans off. Your siege tanks kind of just devoured this. Do not engage into this properly. Look at that income tab. Remember, you're on the 3 command centers, so you're already up to 46 harvesters. He's just been committing way too much to these attacks. So you've been able to catch up on the harvester count, which is good. When you're sitting around 900 minerals right now, if you can't spend your minerals, and your gas is really low, like look at your comparison of the minerals to gas. It's not that you're not macroing properly right now, you just don't have the gas for it. Throw down another command center. If you want to, build 2 factories with reactors on it and just have lots of Hellion production and just keep sending those across the map. So as lanes come down, you lose a couple SCVs, a couple mules, but you do eventually take them out. Income tab, 55 to 45. What time are you at right now?
21:43.
Okay, I'm at 22:36, so tell me when you're at 22:36 and I'll press play.
I don't know.
So you're 22:45 now? What time are you at?
22:40.
Okay, tell me when you're at 50.
I'm 50 right now.
Okay, so we're good now. And the key thing to scout here, like I pointed out, the Mutalisk, if you don't see the Mutal account replenishing, he's just going full Roach, Brood Lord, Infestor mode. Boganesh, quit that shit, bud. What the hell? He's telling people if I hit 300 followers tonight, I'm going to give people a topless pic of me. But when you realize that he's not replenishing the mutas, go pure Siege Tank. Even if he's got a shitload of Mutalisk, 5-6 floors max. That's it. You really need to get better at spreading out your siege tanks. For the most part, you have them always clumped up, and if he unburrows on that, you lose. So you have 2-2 on the way. Remember, 3-3 mech is so very important. How many fewer? I got a lot of fewer. That's ridiculous. So you're claiming that 3rd base in the middle. On this map, this very 3rd base, planetary fortress are so over there. When you take a new base, though, always move forward, and remember this every single time. Turret, sentry tower, planetary fortress. When they're far away bases, turret, sentry tower, planetary fortress. If he's still going Mutalisk, put 4 to 5 turrets at each base. But against this, when you know he's going this heavy roach style, turret, sentry tower, planetary fortress. You have to know when he's coming at you. The turret will stop the burrow, As what happened in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, you didn't have a sensor tower there, so you just unburrowed on that base and killed it. You did have the turrets there, but you didn't see them coming. So now he's doing another attack here. You didn't have a turret here, so he's going to do another unburrowed attack. But you're spread out. Now, look at the difference between this engagement and if you're all stacked up. Because you weren't all stacked up, your siege tanks did a lot of splash damage. He wasn't able to kill off most of your siege tanks from the planetary fortress itself. That is the importance of spreading out. So that helped out a lot. You did lose a good amount of siege tanks, though. The key problem is here, for every one base you're on, 2 factories. So you're currently on 4 bases, you have 4 factories. That's not near enough production. So you have 1 for each base. That's not near enough. You need a lot more factories. The problem with...
So you said, what'd you say about the factories? On how many bases?
For each base, 2 factories is a good amount. If you're replacing them with starports, only go 2. Now, a huge problem came up here when we scouted that he was going Greater Spire. We kind of overmade Vikings.
I just killed a shit ton.
Yeah, you killed a shit ton, which is fine. You killed up the Broodlords, but the problem was that you were reproducing with your Vikings faster than your siege tanks just because you had reactors on all your starports, and you only had 4 factories. So it should have been. You should have won this a lot sooner. Smurf wasn't playing this to the best. I mean, right now he's only at 55 drones, and he's on about to be 5 bases. He hasn't droned up at all. Again, let's look at that units tab. You're sitting on 19 Hellions. Remember, 8. If you have more than 8, send them across the map. If you can't micro, like I said, that doesn't matter. Just send them into a mineral line. They will get drone kills. Look how much minerals you have. You have 3,500 right now. You can replenish this Hellion account. That is fine. Completely fine. 30-minute mark, you're only on 4 bases. You really want to try and take a 5th base at this point. So your Viking count is so high right now.
80 SCVs, yo.
Yeah, you have a lot of SCVs. You have a lot of SCVs. When you have this many orbital commands, look how many orbitals you have. You have 5 orbitals, it looks like. You can kill off, like, you can go down, when you have a lot of orbitals, you can go down like 30 SCVs. As long as you have guys mining gas and like a handful of them mining minerals, you're fine. But again, we got to go back and look at that that 4 factory count. That is what really made you struggle the most in this game. You could not replenish fast enough. So now it's coming forward. You set those SCVs forward to get them killed, cleared up supply. You saw the Broodlords. With this engagement, you left without half of your Vikings. You're only engaging with like a half of them. You could have killed these Broodlords a lot quicker. Siege tanks are doing a lot of damage. Look how low his supply gets. You're down. He's down over 100 supply right now. He starts remaxing on roaches. Now, right now, you would want to move out across the map. What time are you at in replay, by the way?
32. Oh shit.
You're at 32. Holy shit.
You was on ×4. Where were you?
I'm on ×2.
Oh shit. No.
I'm gonna stop for now.
So you want me to get to what?
3420. 3420.
Okay.
Now, keep in mind the Vikings. When you see the engagement with the Broodlords, you didn't attack without them all. You did not attack
without them. I just double-clicked them. That's what I did. I tried double-clicking all the Vikings. Because I didn't hockey them.
That's the thing I noticed. Almost until I started yelling at you for it, I can't believe I didn't notice it sooner. You don't hotkey your army. That is super bad. That is horrible. that is ridiculously bad. You can't do that, bud. You can't. You have to have them. So what time are you at right now?
34:42.
Oh, you're way too far ahead. Okay, I'm at 34:20. Pause at 35, and I'll pause there as well.
Okay.
Boog, just shut up. I'm not giving him a shirtless pic. Okay, we're getting close to 30. Okay. I'm at 35. Go ahead and press play now.
Okay.
So again, I have to play out again. You're just not adding on those factories. You're just getting them a little too late. You're on siege right now. Never be on siege unless you're moving. Ever. Because right now, this unburrow almost lost you the game.
So this is when you thought I was going to lose the game right here?
Yeah. This is where I was going to tell you to GG out.
I had to land the Vikings.
Yeah, you had to land the Vikings. You overmade Vikings by a lot. You kept building them after the Broodlords were cleaned up, which you didn't need to do. So you're going to... Unfortunately for him, he engaged into that planetary, which lost him a lot of units. And you have planetaries everywhere. That's fine if you want to build planetaries everywhere. Go ahead and do that. He's sending more lings across the map. You have planetaries everywhere, though. You're transferring SCVs, it looks like, to the bottom right. If you don't want to put SCVs mining minerals at each base, that's fine, but make sure each new base you take, you get that double gas immediately when going mech, and get 3 guys in there as fast as possible. So now, you have a much bigger bank than he does. Your bank is like 1,000 times bigger than he is. What time are you at, by the way?
37:07.
I'm going much faster than you.
Is that StarCraft 2's replay system?
Your computer's just a little slower than mine. So it like shaves off like a quarter of a second after each second. So you're just slowly falling behind. So stop at 38 seconds, and we're just going to go normal speed from here on out. Because this is when it gets kind of intense from here on out.
Okay, yeah. I'm at. You want to go faster or?
Faster speed at 38 seconds.
Okay, alright.
Are you at 38 going?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm at 38.05 right now. So at this point, it just becomes such a huge problem for you because you're only on 6 factories. That's why I kind of told you to stop whatever you're doing, build those tech labs. That idiot had to get out of my chat. Okay. So you have the 3-3, which is awesome. Mech can live forever with 3-3. Doesn't matter what the numbers. Again, though, you didn't have that center tower. This is a huge moment in the game where I didn't think you would come back from. Look at that bottom right-hand corner map. He's coming up with those roaches. That's why sensor tower, turret, planetary fortress, every single base. Sensor tower, planetary fortress, turret. Every single base from going back. If he's still going Mutalisk, put 3 to 4 turrets out. Because look how much minerals you have. You can afford to do whatever the hell you want with minerals. Again, though, that factory count is killing you. You're still only on 6 at this point. At this point, with this far into the game, you'd probably want, I'd say, 10. Also, a cool thing you can do, if you want to mix in Banshees, it'll really throw off a Zerg player. Just start building double port Banshees. But right now, I want you to just primarily focus on the mech control, because your army control of mech is still a little slow.
Oh, I didn't hotkey. Should I hotkey my Siege Tanks to 2 and my Hellions to 1?
That doesn't really matter too much. Not with the Siege Tank and Hellion control. You just need to have them hotkeyed in general. If you're going to be sending like a small group across the map of Hellions to do some harassment, then yes. Now look at his side of the map. If you look at all his bases, he doesn't have any spine colors anywhere. If you just send those handful of Hellions across the map, you can do so much damage. Now you have his base secured, but you lost that pivotal 5th base. You lost that very pivotal 5th base, and you're not going to be able to. You're running out of gas right now. You're only at 100. The only bases you're mining gas out of is your 3rd base. And you're not even mining gas out of your middle base. Every time you go to repair, check the gases. Constantly checking those gases. The gas and mech is very gas heavy. It's okay if you're floating the minerals. That's fine. Everyone floats minerals as gas. It happens. It's you have to get the gas. As mech, you have to get the gas. It's the most important thing. So here comes these roaches. He's gonna try and trade efficiently. A lot of your siege tanks are really out of position. You want to have them as close to the planetary as possible because this is like the important spot is the planetary. So having them that far up there, really bad. But you want the rally point to the planetary. Just be closer to the Zelnaga tower in general. But you did hold. He's down supply again, but roaches are so cheap, so cost efficient. Yeah, Smurf, those changelings were hilarious. I saw him put them down, but I was telling him to do so much stuff that I didn't want to tell him to kill the changeling. It didn't really matter at that point. But Hellion, what time are you at? I'm at 42:12.
I'm at 42:10 right now.
Okay, let's slow down for just a couple seconds. Keep going though. So at this point, he's building Mutalisk. You constantly want to have 1 to 2 Thors with it. Oh, I just kind of. What time are you at?
42:30.
Okay, we're good. You constantly want to have always 2 to 3 Thors with your army. That was my fault for not saying. There's just so much going on in this game. Unfortunately, I didn't tell you. You always want, like I said though, always 2 to 3 Thors with your army. Roaches are here. He's going to unburrow on top of you. Luckily, though, I mean, look how 3-3 just tore through those roaches, even if they're right on top of you. That 3-3 mech is just so godly. You're going to take out this base, though, but like I said, always 2 to 3 Thors. You want a shitload of tanks, always, just because of how powerful roaches are, and you want to spread them out. You see how you siege them up all on top of each other, so when he unburrowed on you, the splash damage just tore you apart? Always spread them out. Now the Mutos are cleaning you up, which really sucks. And right now, you can barely produce Thor. That's why I told you, oh, you're so gassed up. Cancel all those siege tanks, cancel that upgrade. This is the point in the game where you just want to be sending Hellions across the map to each of the bases. Like I said, just right-click, like just grab 4 Hellions, right-click a mineral line. If you can't keep up the micro, that's fine.
Do I snipe this? No, I don't.
No. It would have been funny if you did, though. But right now you're producing those Thors finally. I wanted you to move these siege tanks back a little bit because the mutalisks were coming, and I don't want you to lose those. You have the siege tanks in the middle of the map. Unfortunately, you have those there, so you lost a lot of supply at this point. What time are you at?
44-4.
44-4? Okay, I'm a little bit ahead of you again. Tell me when you get to 45 minutes.
Okay, I'm at 45.
Okay. So as Mutos are just kind of shitting on your planetary fortress, you don't have the Thors, nothing you can do about it. That was my fault. I didn't tell you to build the Thors. Like, you always want to have 1 or 2 Thors in your army, because if you know he has the Spire, he can always bust out Mutos at any point in the game. Normally that won't happen, but Smurf was very smart about this. Knew you didn't have any Thors, and built the Mutos, which worked out really well in his favor. Now that you have the Thors, at this point, you're really only down to this last mining base down here. You're not getting gas at it, so you're just pretty starved. He's building more roaches, so you're like trying to hang on, but these Mutos are just everywhere. Unfortunately, Smurf threw away a lot of Mutos to your Thor, but he lost them very, very quickly. This is why I was just telling you, go kill him. You have to kill him now. I mean, you're down 20 supply. But keep in mind, his Mutos, he hasn't been working on those air upgrades. They're 0-0. So just 1 or 2 Thors with 3-3 are going to tear through this. As you can see here, 1 little volley. Wow, that was 1 volley. Just sniped like 5 Mutos there. That's huge. Now you're moving across the map, you know you gotta win at this point. Look at his upgrades are. So he only got 3-1, which is why he dies so fast. Now, you lost a lot of your orbital commands. I don't know how, and you lifted them off. I don't know how as well. So,
because I have them on the same hotkey, and I guess I was like building something. And probably
so you are sieged up here. You gotta learn how to slow push. There'll come a time though when using siege tanks. So he tries engaging into this, but it's 3-1 on the Thor, or 3-1 on the Roche, 0-0. Look how that fast those Mutos died. I mean, 3-3 met. It's pretty damn impossible to beat. So at this point, I mean, there's nothing really to watch. You just kind of kill him. So we're gonna go ahead and leave the replay. That was like an hour 45-minute lesson based off my time. That was a long game. That's the first time out of any of like the, I guess I want to say 50+ lessons I've done that a game's gone on that long. That was insane. So we're gonna go a quick recap real quick. I'm gonna write it down for all of you on this notepad document. I'm gonna send you everything I write down.
Alright.
And hopefully it'll help you with your TVZ, because so like I said, the opener was fine. Just go, like, save this replay so you can go back and see the specific thing. Like sending those Marines across the map always helps. It's just 2 Marines. Even if you don't kill a single Ling with them, it's fine. Knowing the timing, so let's say 2 timings. CC. You're gonna go factory or standard times. I'm actually gonna type you up the build order real quick. So it's 12 racks, 13 gas, Marine, wind, racks, finishes, 16 orbital, factory, 100 gas, reactor, 50 gas, CC, 400 minerals. And first of all, everyone watching, can I get a big thank you to Smurf for helping out with that game? He was at a disadvantage having me help, but it's hard going up against someone, especially mech like that. So everyone thanks Smurf, please, for helping out with this lesson. So it's this is just the basic order of the build. We got the 12 racks, 13 gas, Marine when racks finishes, 16 orbital. First 100 gas factory, first 50 or next 50 gas reactor. when you hit that 400 minerals, CC. Always build depot before first 2 Hellions.
Alright.
Second Marine. Depot before first 2 Hellions, so whenever you queue up your 3rd and 4th, they're not supply blocked. So I'm just typing this in chat right now. This is just the early build order. I'm going to give it to you in Skype right now.
Alright.
So that's just that right there. That's just the intro. Now you're going to add a second factory. Now remember, this is the very important part here. 7 minutes, if you don't see that Zergling speed, he's all-inning you on 2 bases with roaches. Okay. 7 minute marks.
What about, how can you tell if he's like roach baneling all in you or something like that? Or roach?
It's hard to, you have to have the zone log towers. That's why it's very pivotal that you send those first 4 Hellions across the map so you can scout what he's doing. If you see any roaches at all before the 8-minute mark, and a lot more than 3. If you see 3 roaches and that's it, that means he just wants to push back your Hellions. If it's more than 3 before the 8-minute mark, keep that in mind, 8-minute mark, he's doing some form of all-in. Baneling or Ling, it's hard to tell. The Baneling one will come a little bit slower, but it's very hard to tell between the 2. It's very hard to distinguish between the 2 until you see the Baneling last. If you see the fast roaches, if you suspect it at all, stop building Hellions. Now, if you don't see the fast roaches, go ahead. You can get Blue Flame before Siege Techs. You can be building Hellions out of all the factories. It's all just dependent on your scouts. So if you see roaches, Siege Techs immediately Siege Tech. Build a bunker if you have to. Build a Marauder if the barracks is still on a tech lab. If it's not, start building Marines and be ready to prepare. You got to get those Siege Tanks out very, very fast.
All right.
Third gas. Now you want to get your second gas as soon as your command center goes down. Second gas, third gas as soon as you build the orbital at your natural base. And from then on, it's just like I said, for every base, 2 factories. Always get gas as soon as you can when you take a third baseman on. Get double gas there. Scout constantly. Again, spend those minerals. If you're floating over 600-700 minerals and your gas is 0, build a command center. Send the Hellions across the map. Scouting constantly. This is why I kind of like to go 1 starport earlier on and get Banshees mixed in just to scout with the Banshees. You don't actually have to kill anything with the Banshees, but if you just get to scout and also scan, you're going to have plenty of orbitals. You have to keep a very huge eye on that on the Spire or on the hive timing. You got to be very, very proactive when looking for that hive timing. So constantly, anything past the, I want to say, 12, 13, if he's going just Ling and Fester, or just pure Ling almost, you want to, it's after the 12-minute mark for Hive. If it's a lot of roaches and mutas, about the 16-minute mark for Hive.
Alright.
And just adding on more, like, everything was pretty good. Spread your siege tanks and add on more factories.
Yeah, all my siege tanks were clumped up in most of the engagements. Like, it was really bad.
Yeah, you have to spread out those siege tanks. I can show you a little quick trick real quick before we end. We've been going on for like an hour and 15 minutes. Let me invite you to party. Let me find you, I forget the name of the unit test, I think is what it's called. I'm just going to join a random one, popular one. Anyone know in chat what the best unit tester is, so I can show them a nice quick way to spread siege tanks very quickly? Trying to find a good unit tester here.
So is like mech, like, it's impossible for Zerg to beat if you play it right?
It's until about mid-masters, yes. If you play mech right, you can never lose. Even for like always, if you play mech perfectly, you will always win against Zerg. But until about mid-masters, high-masters, Zerg realize how good roaches are, and they will out-trade you. They'll be able to outproduce you, and they'll just keep your siege tank count load, and they'll overwhelm you. It's very hard to play mech at a higher level. You have to change up your style just a little bit. But until about mid-masters, you can go mech in every TC. I'm trying to find a micro tester or a unit tester. We're going to go with this one. So go ahead and download that. I'm going to show you a quick way to split your siege tank.
Alright. Do you, like, what is it? Shift click them, like, siege them up like that?
Yes, yes.
Alright.
We'll practice that a couple times. I have to admit, TVZ is my worst matchup too. I have a lot of trouble with that. TVP, I'm pretty solid with. TVT, I'm like.
I hate Protoss. I just Storm.
Storm is very. I can imagine Storm at your level being very difficult to deal with. Storm is the most cost-efficient thing in the game. I swear it is. Okay, you can't see me. This is stupid. Is there a way to ally? Can you see the shit on the right side of the map? Okay, you can. You can see all these buildings that are mine.
Yeah, I see yours. Yellow and blue. I can see everything.
I can't see your shit. Why can't I afford to build stuff? The fuck's wrong with this map? This is stupid.
You have not enough minerals.
God damn it! I can build SCVs. Can't build siege trains.
Enough minerals.
The fuck is this? All right, we're leaving this. This is stupid.
I just made some siege trains, but
I couldn't make siege trains. That's dumb. There's one called Unit Tester Online. Okay, I'll try that one. Of course, Blizzard has the worst custom game searching system on the face of the earth. None of these games are like alphabetical order in the slightest. Unit Tester Online. Okay.
like, what do you do? Where do you go and? Have you ever gone like try and go in like bio against like a mech bio like?
Yes. The way I currently play mech against Protoss, no. A couple Terran players are trying it, but I don't like it. I have pretty good bio control, so I don't feel the need to mech. I know what style you're talking about. Avillo does it a lot, but I don't like it. Hopefully, this is the one that'll work. That I want to use.
Is it okay if I like buy another lesson for like next Monday?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Did you want to work on TVP?
Yeah, TVP okay. And yeah.
Same price as before. I'll keep giving you the reduced price. That's fine.
Right.
So I'm gonna go Terran, and I want siege tanks. Okay, so say I have it. Okay, we're gonna start. That's fine. So oh, I don't have siege mode. What the fuck? How do I start over? Upgrade. No, that's not what I wanted. I don't want three. God damn it. Siege tanks. How do I give them siege mode? Why is this so upsetting? Why does this have to do this to me?
Give us your best shot.
Oh shit, you're having siege tanks.
Oh, do I supposed to be blue or something?
You're supposed to be right. You click right to add. Click the right, but I'm trying to figure out how to add siege mode. Fuck! You keep building me more siege tanks. Quickly do that. Hold on, don't press anything. I'm trying to give me fucking siege mode. We don't need you to have any units. I'm just trying to show you a very quick way. God damn it. No, I want... Why is this here? Close that. Terran. I want siege mode. God damn it, what the fuck is going on? Redo. Hit.
Oh, you have to go to the little thing over there, I think. It has all these upgrades.
I can't even do anything. You have to do it. Clear. Delete. This is fucking stupid. God damn it, I just want to show you how to do this. I can't even press start.
Oh, you have siege tanks right now. I think. I just
hit start. It says left player. Okay. I don't have siege mode. I want siege mode.
Hey, go to the little engineering bay over here. It's like to the far right.
Oh, okay, okay. No, but I need a tech lab though. Okay, there it is. Siege mode. There we go. Okay.
Complete.
Finally. Okay, so we're gonna take this handful. The way I like to do it is if you use shift click, like okay, I move this guy over here and I hit shift E. When it gets there, it'll automatically siege up. So if you do like grab one at a time, that's a cool little way to do it. You can spread out very fast, as you can see like this.
Alright. So I usually just double click them and then hit
The problem with that is, like, they'll be all stacked up. If you have time, like, if they're all of a sudden in your face and you have to siege up, you don't have time for this. But whenever you're doing a positional thing, just bam, click, bam, click, bam, click, bam, click. Spread them out very, very quickly. Shift, click, shift, E. Like, shift, right, click, E. Shift, right, click, E. Shift, right, click, E. Holding shift the entire time. And you spread your siege tanks out very quickly. Depending on what's going on in the TBZ, it's very hard when going mech to get a starport with a tech lab and then get a Raven out. But if you know he's committed to this burrowed roach style, which most Zergs will be, get the Raven.
Alright.
If you want to, try mixing in a couple Banshees. Work on, for now, your just mech positioning. And then from there, go to try and add in starport play. But the key thing is just send the Hellions across the map. You'll do so much damage, and most of the battles you lost were because you weren't prepared. So just the turret, sensor tower, planetary fortress, every new base. After their third base. Your third base can be an orbital depending on which map it is. If it's a very exposed third base, put a planetary there. I think that's it. Do you have any questions? Like, any questions at all about that game?
No.
Okay, just save that replay.
I just need practice, I guess, on TVs.
Mech, it takes a lot of practice. Mech is very, very positional. I think that's it. I think that's it. So just if you have any questions, you realize over the next couple days you need to remember build orders or what exactly to do, or if like they're hitting a timing that you're not prepared for, you go ahead and ask. I'll answer it.
So always scout with the Hellions.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Scout with Hellions is huge. And if they're denying scout and you need to see what they're going in their main base, it's okay to scan, because remember, you're going to have so many orbital commands. Go ahead and add me as a real ID friend, so it's easier for you to message me. Go ahead and I'll message you my email address right now.
Okay.
And I think that's it. So it just takes practice. But, I mean, you beat Smurf, which was very difficult. There was a lot of situations there that you shouldn't have won in. Always remember upgrades with mech, though. If you can squeeze out the 2 armories, that's fine. If you can't, just make sure it's constantly upgraded. Because you saw how powerful that 3-3 was towards the end. Yeah. It's ridiculous, but I think that's it. So, yeah. Go ahead and email me about the Monday training. And like I said, all of my students, I let them message me asking for help. So if you have any questions about the build, go ahead. I think that's it, but it was a good lesson. I can't believe you won that game, man. And keep me updated over the next couple days of how your TVZ is going.
All right, thank you, man. Yeah. Thank you for the coaching. I'll buy some lessons Monday, I guess. Okay,
I'll talk to you whenever you're probably on stream or something, or in game. All right, later, bud.
Thank you, man.
Yep.